Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Four Sides of the Ring. It's Casey and Justin, and we're talking Raw tonight. We are talking
a whole lot.
We are talking Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Iyo Skye.
Yes.
So,
it turned into a triple threat match. Told you. Told you. Oh, God.
So, well, yeah, they all came out and signed the contract.
Yeah.
It's a triple threat now for the women's title.
Also said they should stop pushing Iyo out of the way, too, but they did not listen again.
Well,
Iyo had
Io's getting
enough of that shit.
Her respect now. After jumping up on the top rope and drop kicking Rhea right in the back.
Right into Bianca.
Right into Bianca. So
it was good. I mean, this Raw was a lot of recapping the road to WrestleMania and promos.
Mm-hmm.
And so this one, obviously, Bianca had what she had to say. Rhea shot back, obviously claiming that Bianca was just too scared to face her. And after that, I mean, nothing more exciting than that other than Iyo kicking her. And, Pierce had his oopsies, too, saying that Rhea was part of the Judgment Day. Everybody heard that.
Yeah, everyone heard that.
Have you noticed? I noticed something. Green shirt guy's been missing from the front row. I noticed that. He wasn't there last week. Well, he wasn't there for the whole tour over in Europe. Well, I think he was a little bit.
No, I don't think he was at any of
But he hasn't been there.
He'll be back for the PLEs. He's always at PLEs.
We'll see. He wasn't there tonight or Monday. That's just weird not seeing him there. All right.
So, yeah, we got our triple threat match for the women's title. It seems as though most of the matches are set now for WrestleMania.
Not one. There is still one, and we will know after SmackDown. I think it's the women's tag team title. They're doing the gauntlet on SmackDown.
Yep. We got that.
So that's the only one we don't know who Liv and Raquel will be facing. And I believe that happens for SmackDown.
Yeah, that'll be Friday. Get the gauntlet.
Other than that, yes, we are pretty well set. You got the Fatal 4-Way with Finn, Penta, Dom, and Braun, thank you. Damn. You've got this one now, the triple threat. We've got another one that gets made official later on tonight. Well, on the show Raw that night. Which is just fucking funny. God, what else? And you got the men's championships. You got the triple threat with Roman, Seth, and CM Punk. What other matches?
You got the other women's title.
U.S. title?
Tiffy and Charlotte.
Right. And you got the U.S. Is the U.S. title being defended at WrestleMania, or is it just next week?
Not at WrestleMania, no, there's no.
Okay.
And you got Naomi and Jade. They got their match.
Yeah, they got their match, yeah. So we've got our full roster.
It's pretty solid. We got
buy your pizza and chicken wings. God knows I am.
Were AJ Styles and Logan
Oh,
Paul going?
yep. AJ and Logan.
All right, they're on.
They're on. Yeah, because that's why. Well, I'm just going to get it out of the way now. So backstage on Raw, Karrion comes and gives AJ shit and then says that we need you to win at WrestleMania. Everybody needs you to win there. And so now they have a match Monday.
They've got a match now. So.
But anyway, so after that lovely beginning of the contract signing, we go into our first match of the night, which is Lyra versus Bayley for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, that was actually a pretty good match. A lot of back and forth, a lot of countering. It was going pretty damn well.
That was a really good match. I found it odd that they have a match, but they're they're a tag team on Friday for the Gauntlet.
Well, that just means that they aren't going to win on Friday.
It's just
because this was the built-in turmoil. Because look how they react, or just to sum it up, Lyra retains by cradling Bayley into a pin, but afterwards, look how pissed Bayley was. She almost walked off, like smacked her hand away and went to leave, and then thought, okay, no, and got back in the ring, was trying to be nice, but at the same time, she did not want to do it. So now there's going to be that turmoil during their match between them two. And yeah, they are going to go after it. That's going to be insane. I mean, it'd be cool if they won, but I think there's much more talent going into it than just those two. I don't know what other teams there are.
I know they showed
that are going into it.
I know there's Piper and what's her name? Fire? Forgot her name. The other.
I know who you're talking about. Anytime I think of her, Isla Dawn comes in my head, and that's not her.
Is it Alba?
No. Alba Fire.
Alba Fire.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I think that, yeah. So those two,
obviously Bayley and Lyra. There's Maxine Dupree and
Natty.
Yeah, I think that's Natty. What it was.
Because they were in Adam's office talking about it. Yeah, so Maxine and Natty, that'll be a good team.
Those two are...
Natty's a phenomenal wrestler. Maxine's definitely come up from where she was.
Yeah, we don't see her go.
Natty's not around a lot. She's like, she came up with, I think she was actually ahead of Charlotte and them. But she kind of up there and she's there every once in a while and then she goes. I know her and her husband have a sort of wrestling school they do too. But I do know Natty's been wanting to get back into the spotlight again, get back up there, which I would love to see. But anyway, who else you got? Who else we got?
I can't remember who the other... other one was. I think there's one more team. Because I think there's 4 teams going into that gauntlet.
God, who else could it be?
And that's what I was trying to say and think who...
Well, and it doesn't even seem like the ones that are in it are a team. Like they're not tag teams. They've never been tag teams. Because Bayley and Lyra have never been tag teams. Natty and... Wow, really? Brain fart. Who's Natty's partner?
Maxine.
Thank you. God damn. Anyway, they've never been a tag team before, so it looks like they're forming new tag teams. So,
Who's the other one though?
man, I don't remember them showing it.
Yeah, it was brief. They just pulled it up, but well,
either way, I mean, we'll see them come next Saturday, and we'll talk more on that. But
anyway, yeah, the gauntlets coming up. The Bailey.
and then we'll know what the tag team for WrestleMania will be.
Anyway, the Valkyria Bailey match was a really good match, and yeah, like you said, Lyra got the win, retained. She's still our Intercontinental Champion.
Of course. Of course.
Of course, of course. So that brought us to LWO versus
Creed
American
Brothers
Made.
and El Grande Americano.
Otherwise known as Chad Gable.
You know, I was thinking about this, right? Because everyone's sitting there going, it's Chad Gable, it's Chad Gable, it's Chad Gable. What if when it comes down to it, and say Ray rips his fucking mask off at WrestleMania, it's not Chad? What if it is someone who looks so fucking physically similar to Chad that we all were like, it's Chad, and then Chad just comes out laughing, going, I told you, you didn't want to listen. That'd be hilarious, but obviously I don't think I'm right on that. I'm just saying that would be fucking hilarious because it's like everyone's throwing it out there. It's fucking Chad. It's fucking Chad. We all know who it is. What if it's not, and this is just them comedically adding a new person to their team that we don't even know about?
They would have had to have found an insane body double for...
Well, that's the thing. It's not impossible.
For him
I mean, because look at Chad and then look at the 90s Kurt Angle. They damn near look identical too. So it's not impossible to find people who can look like people. But it would be hilarious if it wasn't Chad. It would be hilarious. I would die. I'd die laughing. I would so die laughing. But anyway, this was a good match. I liked this. LWO definitely brought their A game to it. Dragon Lee, the Cruz del Toro, Walking Wild, they all brought it.
Oh, yeah.
The Creed brothers, they always bring it. It was a hell of a match. And they brought a lot of high flying into it, especially near the end.
Oh, these guys are... Yeah, they really get into it. Like, these guys are all high flying. That Julius Creed, I think as he gets further into his career, he's going to be...
Which one's that one?
He's the...
Mustache or clean shaven? Shorter or taller one? You're a lot of help. Because I only know him as the Creed brothers. They're a group I have not necessarily watched so much yet of, because they came up from NXT and I hadn't watched much of NXT around their time. I'm definitely paying attention to it a lot more now. There are a lot of things going on in NXT now. There's just...
Julius is the...
Tall one?
Tall one, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. The tall one.
But when, because all I've really seen from them are these tag team matches. Like,
Right.
But
they don't really do singles matches.
But when he gets into the ring, not taken away from his brother, but like he's a really good wrestler.
They all are. I'll tell you right now. All 6 of these guys worked very well together in that ring. El Grande brings a whole new luchador essence to the match. Chad.
Yeah,
No, it's quite funny. And they all well, Chad, the Creed brothers, they've always brought a good match behind them. And then, LWO sometimes have been a miss, but they can hit too.
But when they come out with Dragon Lee, because Dragon Lee's really good.
Oh yeah, he's been.
And when they come out with Dragon Lee, LWO really is on point.
Which you almost want to say that's kind of sad to say, because they shouldn't need someone to really carry them. They need to make that point on their own. Because it's like you said, they got Dragon Lee and they're on point. They got Ray and they're on point. They need to be on point with them.
A little better.
Not to take take it away from them.
Right, they are good wrestlers.
They're very good. And God, just some of the high flying at the end, stepping up the one of the LWO and the Creed brother and flying over. Mm-hmm. That was a good one. And then, well, you saw a couple of flops in the match, too. And I hate to say it, because it's like when they were doing the 3 turnbuckle thing, they kind of got tied up in each other. But then it's like at the end, you had the LWO boy in the corner just yelling at the ref, "Get out of the way!
Like, get out of the way! Get out
and
of the
then
way!"
The ref realized, "Oh shit, I'm in the wrong spot. I need to move." But obviously, that brought us to our very final moments, where El Grande Americano slid a metal plate into his mask and headbutted Ray and did the headbutt to Dragon Lee and then the headbutt splash, winning the match.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Which got us our
Rey Mysterio,
Mysterio
versus
match.
El Americano. But, honestly, I know this is it's a whole just joke with this, but it is entertaining as fuck to watch. And you know what? It just reminds me of what, Chad more and more just reminds me of how Kurt used to be. Like, phenomenal wrestler, can bring his A game into that ring at any point in time, but has no problem being the goofy bastard in the back, doing whatever he's got to do. I mean, shit, let's face it. How funny was it when he comes up to that mic with that comedian being interviewed, and he's like, "I know you wanted to see, but sadly you won't see me in the ring." And he goes, "I didn't come to see you." And then his old group, the Alpha Academy, comes walking up. That was great.
No, that was hilarious. Apparently he got in the ring after the show.
Oh, look, they even agree with you. Julius Creed. That's the brother you're talking about, right? He's sitting there going, "Cannot help wonder why he isn't doing more than he is." A freakish athlete whose best comparison is a taller Kurt Angle. He has a bright future, or he will have as soon as the opportunity presents itself.
Well, you get him further into his career, because he's going to be on this tag team for a minute with his brother, but you get him a little further down, and he's going to be big time.
It's not even just the tag team effect holding him back either. They just need to push the Creed brothers.
They're pretty new anyway. It doesn't.
Oh, they just barely came up from NXT this year.
They don't need to be.
But they
big
just
time right now.
All they need to do is give them a little nudge into the tag situation, and they could go far. I mean, get them a tag championship belt, and they'll carry it.
It won't be long.
Right now, well, not to jump ahead, but we'll have to see how the War Raiders really handle things. They've kind of pissed off the wrong people. But anyway, that was a phenomenal match. Definitely ended a great way. Lovely Chad.
Yeah, Chad got the W on that one,
And let's face it, too. I mean, you can tell these matches were short.
Oh, yeah.
And it was because of a lot of the highlight reels they were playing throughout the show. Like, because right after that match, we go into the highlight reel of Jay and Gunther, obviously. And then into the promo of Jay and Gunther. Which, that was a one-way promo. Because Jay was not going to let Gunther talk at all. He smacked the microphone out of his hand, basically made it to where, hey, you're going to sit there and you're going to just talk to me if you want to try and say anything, but you ain't going to say anything on that mic. That was a good promo, too.
Well, it changes the whole aspect of that fight because Jay's done, you know.
Well, look at it this way, too, is the way he put it is you had me. You had me, and you couldn't help yourself. So now I'm going to get you. Like, look at that way. He came out in a non-Jay way. And the last time anyone and any of us has ever seen Jay this way, plus holding his head like he's got a headache and stressing the fuck out, was when he went after Roman, and he damn near took that belt from Roman.
So
he came very close to beating Roman when he was a non-nonsense person. And right now we are seeing that Jay again. And right now Jay literally came out. He didn't yeet with the crowd. He didn't nothing. There was no colors. Even his sunglasses weren't colorful. They were black with white paint. And he gets in that ring, slaps the mic away. Really even told the crowd to stop yeeting. Like, you got him on, yeet, and he back it down. We're not doing that tonight, you know. Didn't say it, just, nope, we're done. You know, they did it again, and he did it again. Like, knock it off. We're not doing that. I'm not doing this. I'm not playing. And then he literally tells Gunther, you had me. You had me. And now you don't. Because you don't know how I'm going to come at you at WrestleMania now. You don't know how hardcore this is about to get. So, honestly, I think we just... And you saw the worry on Gunther's face. Like, oh, shit. I pushed it. So now you get to see the fact that Jay is going to destroy the ring general.
Yeah, that's going to turn into
it's going to get good.
hell of a match. We're gonna have a fun WrestleMania. It really is going to be something.
God, the fact that he goes before WrestleMania, hug and kiss your family. Holy shit, dude. You're like, oh. That was, like, he's just like, I'm going to kill you. Like, I'm going to fucking kill you. That was, like, the nicest way to tell someone, I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to kill you. Well.
But all in all, great promo. That was, people are sitting there saying it. That was definitely a WrestleMania promo right there.
It really was.
Loved it.
We got some great heat. And after that, we got us some good... Moved on to some tag team action.
Wow, he just jumped right to the end on his whole match thing, didn't he? New Day, his first line, New Day defeated the War via disqualification. He's talking about the attack.
Well, there wasn't...
I mean, there was a match.
There was a match there.
It wasn't a great match, and it did end quickly, but guess what? Did you, right now, do you expect anything different? Because, well, we're at WrestleMania. They're doing a lot of promos and highlights right now. So, yeah, there are matches that, hey, we got to cut you short. And guess what? New Day's been around long enough to where they're considered vets, and they're going to be like, hey, guys, we need your match to be shorter today. Okay, cool. We'll do it. And obviously, they focused on getting DQ'd, which made it to where, you know, they didn't lose, but they didn't win the belts. Good job on that one.
That was pretty funny, though.
And then on top of it, they went and attacked. They went to weaken their opponents, which means they're going to demand for another title match.
Yeah, we'll see this one wrap back around. Faux show.
He was decidedly unfunny. I got to agree with you on that one. That Tony guy that was at the who joined them, he was just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he was not.
I did not really care for him being there. I mean, I get it. You got something going on, but the roast of WrestleMania on April 20th. The hell is that? But still, he was not that funny. All right.
No, sir, it really wasn't.
Well, that brings us to the next match, which I will say was an awesome match. You saw a match with Dominic that it was great.
You don't get to see Dominic do this too much.
They cheered him.
Yeah, he was doing really well.
He was doing awesome. He was holding his own. He even was doing move steals. He was doing reverses. God, the fact that he hit Penta with his own move.
Yeah, you got the Destroyer in on him.
Right? And yeah, that was a phenomenal. And the fact that these guys want to grade it a C. Oh, I'm sorry, a C+. I'm sorry. That was I would give it a B. Maybe B minus, just because it was a short match, and I think we could have seen something a lot better if they had a fuller match. But honestly, this was a match where, you know what, we didn't get any interference by Carlito, even though he went to at one point when he thought Dom was going to lose. Like, this was the fairest match we've ever seen Dom wrestle.
Right.
There was no cheating. There was no interference until Penta won. And he damn near beat Penta. Like, I liked it. And then...
Too.
What?
He pulled those moves. Those were...
He did. Like, we saw Dom...
That Destroyer he pulled was smooth. Mm-hmm. And then he turns around and does the 619.
Mm-hmm.
Gets up on the rope. Does a frog splash.
Right.
But, Penta
blocked that. Or blocked that.
He brought up his knees and got him. But, Penta got the pin. Which is all right. It's not...
Obviously, we weren't going to see Dom win.
Nothing wrong with watching Penta win.
I'm going to tell you right now. Dom's walking out with that Intercontinental title.
Something's changing amongst the Judgment Day after this four-way match.
Because look at how Finn was.
You could be very right.
And the moment Finn walked away, what does Carlito say? I got you back. Like, so he's going with Dom wherever they decide to go. Liv and Raquel are going to be there. They're going to help take care of Dom, the one they want to win anyway. Because Liv, she portrayed it as, like, Finn was pissed that he's even a part of that match. And Liv was like, what better way than have two of us in that match?
Yeah. This four-way it's going to be a highlight of WrestleMania. I bet you
it's going to be good.
It's going to be something.
And Dom is walking out with that belt. I have no doubt. Nothing against Penta, but I want to see Dom because that's going to be the knife in the throat to now Finn's gone, because he's going to stand over Finn. Oh, better way. He's going to pin Finn. He's going to pin Finn, stand over Finn, holding that belt up with Liv, Raquel, and Carlito right next to him.
Well, and it's like we've talked about, too, previously. We need to see Braun Breaker and Finn both move on to the bigger belts.
Bigger belts.
And this lets Dom
take the smaller belt and walk away with it. And nothing against the Intercontinental title. It's a very...
Yeah. But it puts those two...
But it makes it to where now they can move up...
Into the bigger storylines.
Into the bigger storylines. and Dom can carry that belt and make a great story with the belt.
Right.
Oh, God. And the fact that Breaker laid out Carlito. Hey, did anyone go to his funeral? It was Friday. I missed it. Oh, wait, no, it's this Friday, huh?
Poor Carlito, man.
Do we have an address? I need to go and pay my respects to Carlito.
Breaker full on Superman.
I just, I joke, but I love the fact that Carlito posts my funeral's being held here. Thanks for all the good, get well wishes and everything, but I'm dead. That was a phenomenal spear, dude. I love the fact that Braun's sitting there. Oh, you want to go now? And just. I'm sorry, but why would you be the dumbass to be in front of Braun?
God, plus Braun totally flipped too. So
yeah, he fucking.
He went.
I don't think Braun can control his.
Well, it really makes you wonder
his flight path.
Because he's coming down the ramp. Plus, he's got all that natural speed anyway.
Right.
So it really makes you wonder if he just took off and caught a lot of speed, and then full on jumped at him.
It's the same fucking thing with with the commentator table when he fucking rammed into the table himself. I don't think he has any control on his trajectory of where he's gonna fucking go once he hits top speed.
Because he carries so much speed anyway.
Well, I'll tell you, the fact that he can get so much speed and not hurt these guys, that's phenomenal.
Well,
because it's like people would say back in the day getting speared by Goldberg, you got lucky if you didn't get hurt. Like, he's knocked himself out before.
Yeah.
But Braun, who's going way faster and harder than Goldberg ever did, and none of the... Well, KSI, but that's his own dumb fault. But none of these guys have ever fucking gotten hurt from Braun. That says a lot about Braun. Like, I don't know if he's ever walked away not hurt. That flip, dude. That flip, ram into the fucking table, I don't think he's walked away without being hurt, but...
He went flying.
God
poor
damn.
Carlito, man. He took that hit.
But that's what makes Carlito great, and that's something, too, that I'm getting tired of, is Carlito's getting nothing. And it's time for him to kind of come out there a little bit, too. He needs to, get back to it and stop being a backstage act.
Yeah, just stop being he needs to come out and wrestle, too.
But no, that was... Oh, God, that looked painful. He laid out what? He laid out Carlito. He laid out Penta. He laid out Dom, right?
I think so, yeah.
And then Finn came into it.
Finn got out there and...
did his shit and actually got away from it. He didn't get hurt.
So, that, like I said, that's gonna be a match. Oh, that's gonna be as good as anything at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a phenomenal match. It's gonna be a great match. Okay, so let's see. Anything happen in the backstage by this point that we haven't talked about yet? I think about right now is when AJ Styles segment happened. About right in here with
Cross.
Yeah. So I think that's what happened, but we already covered that. Yeah, we already covered that.
So we get that match next week, which will be fun. Karrion Kross doesn't wrestle enough.
Oh, he's been doing a lot of independent scenes.
He's been doing all the other stuff. So
no, like he's been doing independent shows, him and his wife, but then they were in Vegas for their little independent movie they did, which I saw a trailer of, and I actually want to. He's in it. He's in it, but I actually want to go see it. Like I want to wait to see it because, if you haven't seen it, it's basically a guy who's on drugs, a homeless druggie. Like I think he's on meth or whatever, is looking to try and make money. I think the trailer was he saw something that he wanted to get at a pawn shop or some shit. And so he had to make money to try and get it. Oh, it was a painting, right? I want to say it was like a valuable painting or something. But anyway, Karrion Kross's character is like a construction worker or something like that. Anyway, guy comes to him asking if he's still hiring for a job, and he goes, and he basically already knows, I know you're a junkie and everything, but he tells him, you want this job, you want the pay, I'm going to put you through the ringer, and you're not to have one fucking hit while you're working for me. And it's basically a story of I'm going to get you back on your feet type thing. And I was like, you know what? That's such a cool story. And to actually take the time to make a story like that, like he did, means that Karrion Kross, it matters to Karrion. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I hope it comes out to where we can watch it soon. Like if it just comes out on a direct, whatever, just like on Paramount or something or whatever, or Peacock or any of the streamings, but it looks good. So, and Karrion, I've always loved Karrion. He is a twist. He is a demented twist.
Well, he's backstage. He's been backstage for months now, talking shit.
A lot of plans of his of
stirring the pot and stirring up shit between everybody.
This makes me wonder, because there's rumors that Black's coming back, Malachi Black. This makes me wonder if he's stirring up the pot for Malachi, and him and Malachi are gonna start teaming up and taking certain people out.
Well, if he's getting back into the ring in WWE, then that could be.
Well, there was a lot of rumors that was going to end up being Randy's match at WrestleMania, but I think they filled his match.
No,
and took him out. I think they took him out of the match and filled the slot.
Yeah, Randy lost his match, which
that sucks. But obviously, I'll say too. I mean, I think it's worst case. I highly doubt Randy cares. It sucks on the situation of it all. The situation sucks. So it's like, hopefully KO comes out of it okay. Hopefully he comes back faster than expected. We won't know. I mean, rumors are saying it's going to be over a year. It's going to be a crazy time. I mean, obviously it is really serious because they've dropped all types of all kayfabe to his character, because even Michael Cole and Pat were like, best wishes. We're going to miss you. Thank you for everything you've done. Hopefully get well soon. But I can't wait for Monday. I want to see the AJ match, because everyone's sitting there speculating. He's playing chess right now, and I'm not talking just regular chess. He's playing like the Chinese chess, and I don't even want to know how many moves he's got laid out, because he's talking to Dom in the back. He's talking to AJ in the back. He's talking. God, I don't even know who else. Who else the hell? He's talking to everybody.
Well, he's been talking to everybody.
So, definitely see good. And the fact that they got the comment at the end when he's like, I'm going to go talk to Adam Pearce right now, and we're going to take this to the mat on Raw next week. And he walks away, and all of a sudden his wife is like, I think we got him. And he goes, oh, yeah, we got him.
We got him.
And I'm like, in a match? Yeah, you got him in a match, but what's the end game here? What's the story?
Yeah. We'll get to see more of that. That's going to
be good.
It's going to be good. So we rounded out the night.
How?
With the Paul Heyman.
Was this the end?
Promo, yep.
Oh, God. And they did, 3 matches?
Yeah, they had a lot of...
They did a lot of promos and highlights.
Well, they did a lot of those highlights, looking back.
Which were good, because even right here, they did a highlight.
But, there's a lot of...
And this promo, I'm not even going to lie, was fire. And the fact that Seth calls out Heyman to the fact that he's like, Roman don't fucking care about you. And then he even brings it up. He goes, what are you worth to Punk? Are you worth this? That?
Right.
Slapping him in the face. And then all of a sudden Heyman's like, don't you ever fucking touch me again. And he drops his mic and goes, thank you. And pushes him into the fucking corner. And then that's when Punk finally reacts. Like, And that's obviously what Seth was going for. He wanted to coax Punk out. So he definitely played his move. Which leads us down to another fucking favor. My lord.
I like that.
That'll go good. You know, it's putting more twists to their storyline. Y'all, like, everyone has to think they got a main event. John and Cody have the other one. So they outdid everybody else to get that main event. They earned it through pushing their storyline to the front. And if anyone wants to say, you know, it's favoritism, bullshit. Roman, CM Punk, and Seth know how to fucking, one, sell tickets, fill seats, and tell stories. What did Seth just do today? Well, Monday. He misses that stomp at the end and goes, now you owe me a favor. Putting another fucking plot twist that I almost want to be like, Seth, be the guy I'm saying Punk should have been, and be like, twist this into a fucking #1 contendership match, because I'm going for that fucking belt. Do it. But I almost wonder if the favor's going to be Heyman's not to be out here at all. Well, I was reading speculation, too. People are like, oh, I think Seth wants to work with Roman again. And Heyman's the guy to get them to finally work together again. And I'm like, no, they've both said that was what made their careers. Yes, that's what got them the spotlight. But it's done. It's dead. It's over. They're not doing it ever again. And it's like, you almost want to look at people and be like, it's not because they hate each other. They don't hate each other. They're brothers. They love each other. In the ring, yes, they will pretend to fucking hate each other. But Roman has said, I have 2 brothers outside my family, and that is Dean and Seth. And I love them. And this is after Seth's turned on him. And it's like, people don't understand. This is a story. They're selling a story. This is entertainment, guys.
That's gonna be a match.
It's gonna be good. I just want to know what are we gonna find out the favor before WrestleMania or the night of, or after? It could be after. Could be after. But a lot of people are speculating too. Is Paul gonna turn on CM Punk and Roman and go with the first pick? Like Seth pointed out today, I was your first pick. The only reason Roman has you is because I said no. Which, why would you say no to Paul Heyman?
I don't know.
Did you know he owns a talent agency? I was reading that. He's got like one of the world's biggest talent agencies. That's insane to me. Oh, not really. Paul's just that damn good. But it's not just like wrestling talent. It's just
talent.
Like he, if I remember right, I can actually, okay, go, phone, thank you, fucker. Sorry. I can actually pull it up because I did actually like it. What? I signed a new WWE contract, and a tour bus was part of it. I asked for that. What you don't ask for, you don't get. So apparently Gunther got a tour bus. Good for him. The tour buses are nicer than my house. They really are. All right. Yeah, NYC agency. Let's see what I read a part of. So let's see. He elevated the Hard Rock Hotel Las Vegas with content and creation and viral promotions like #RehabBikini. So he did that. He's helped with the 2K Sports WWE games. Like the pre-order pushes for WWE 2K20 or 17. He has a parent company off of that called Looking for Larry. And it operates, obviously, outside of New York. But yeah, like, I had no idea he even had all this. It's crazy to me to think. Oh, there you go. Served as an official agency of record for NASCAR's Richmond Raceway. But it's just kind of a crazy thought to think, because like one of the things everyone knows about Paul is ECW went bankrupt. Like, he lost it all. Mm-hmm. I mean, don't think it took away from anything, because he turns around and he made sure his guys got paid to the very end. He went and worked for WWE so he could fill their checks. But it's like a crazy thought. Like, he went to having something, lost it all, and then went and rebuilt a whole nother thing with WWE and outside of WWE to give it all. Which is awesome. That's why Paul Heyman's the fucking GOAT. I've always said, whenever me and Bryce have talked about, hey, if we ever ran a company like Tony Khan is, one of the first people I try and get a hold of is Paul. And I'm like, dude, I need you to come at least just guide me. Tell me if I'm doing something wrong. Help me. He's not here. Him, I'd even advise. I'd call him, or I'd call Eric Bischoff for advisement. Yes, okay. We know you're in Disney World or land. How about you come back to wrestling? I hope we see something with Alexa. I don't know what's going on. I haven't heard nothing new.
I don't know what's going on with her either. Well, that was Raw for the evening.
Well, there could be a chance that her and Nikki of Wyatt Six come out at WrestleMania as a team against and screw over Liv, or show that they're going to go after Liv. Who knows? But yes, that was the show of the night.
That was the show.
It was a rather good show.
Good show.
Guarantee we're going to have more show. The next 3 shows we're going to have are going to be a lot like this. Just a lot more highlights and promos and less matches, just because WrestleMania is next weekend.
Well, we only got a week and a half, so everyone get themselves ready. But for tonight, we'll call it...
I am so ready.
We will call it an evening. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the next go-around.